Howdy, NZAnimeManga here, and I got tagged by NZAnimeManga to do a kind of a, I think it's an anime reviewer tag, so, you know, I'm just going to do that. So, I have a list of questions here. The first question being, how did you choose your reviewer alias, which refers to Immortalium? I've told this story before. Basically, I used to be mad into World of Warcraft. I cannot remember the exact situation, but I remember coming across a person who had a name similar to Immortalium, but not quite the same. And I just kind of remember looking at it and kind of going to myself, that's a pretty cool name. And then about maybe like a year later, I made the YouTube channel. That would have been back in like 2009. I just put together Immortalium, you know, that's how it went. So, yeah, basically it's a kind of a variation on a name I kind of liked. That original name that I kind of liked, cannot remember for the life of me. But I do remember liking it a lot, and it's based on that name. How long have you been doing reviews? Technically, I did reviews back in 2009, but those were King of the Hill reviews. Since I've been doing like anime reviews, I believe my first anime review on YouTube was One Piece, which would have been back in 2013, I think. So about 2 years. It's over 2 years at this point, because I remember, I think I did it in May or something. Is that right? One Piece, 2013. God, it's been going on for a long time if that's the case. Ugh, that surprised me. Maybe I'm wrong. Basically, you guys can actually find out. Just look up the One Piece video and you'll find out when it was published. But I think it's been over 2 years. Why did you start making reviews? Okay, I'm going to apply this to why I started reviewing stuff on my channel, which mainly started out with the manga stuff. Basically, I started reviewing in order to try to bring attention to less popular series. I remember when I was, you know, going through YouTube for manga reviews and manga hauls, etc, etc, I noticed there was a lot of repetition of series. You know, there were a lot of great series that I had read that weren't getting any attention on YouTube. So I decided to myself, well, the only way I'm going to rectify this is if I actually make my own reviews and put them up online, and, you know, then people will be able to go, oh, okay, I know this series now, but I've heard this guy's opinion on it and maybe I'll buy it. So, you know, it's kind of do that, to promote the lesser known series. Since then, I've just kind of started reviewing whenever I feel like it, or what series, etc, etc. But that's how it kind of went. So basically to bring attention to lesser known stuff. How many times do you watch an episode or series when reviewing it? Usually once. Basically, for example, the MVM reviews, I only watched them once. Some series I was very happy to see only once. The Arcana Famiglia. God, that series, it was a struggle even just to see that once. But basically, yeah, so for those series, the MVM reviews, I generally just do once. For other anime reviews, basically I like to re-watch the episodes the next day while I'm eating my, you know, lunch or dinner, etc, etc. So in those cases it's twice. So for example, when I reviewed Gurren Lagann, I actually saw every episode of that twice. Twice for those, once for the other one. That's the answer there. Just to also point out, just because, you know, it's been a long time since I've done either one, I want to get back to reviewing anime, but I haven't been really feeling it recently. So I'm hoping that at some point my next MVM review will be coming out during this month or maybe sometime next month. It'll be Watamote, so hopefully, you know, that'll be good. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. What's your favorite genre and why? That's a tough one. I guess, like, thinking back on all of my favorite anime series, probably science fiction, but I've recently been really, like, you know, admiring the slice of life genre, but currently I would have to say sci-fi. What's your most unfamiliar genre? That's very easy. Hentai. I've never seen a hentai. I've seen stuff that seems to be close to a hentai. That one was a Legend of the Demon Womb. Is that the first movie or the second? I remember in the second movie of that, there was this like huge stone monster who raped a woman, and like he had like a giant stone penis or something. And like we didn't actually see it going in, but we like saw him approaching her and all that jazz. And I remember I think he raped her for like 2 or 3 minutes on screen, which was very uncomfortable. I hate those movies, absolutely despise them. Yeah, so hentai. That's the answer. I've never seen a hentai. I've technically read a hentai, I think, if you count Crimson Spell, but, you know, that's a manga. What's one thing that persuades you to keep watching an anime after episode 1? That's very easy. characters in general. If I care about the characters, then I'll care about the series. That is the easiest answer. You know, if it could have a great story, but if I don't care about the characters, the story is just not gonna cut it for me in general. So, fascinating characters, that's what I want to see. Like, for example, recently I watched Paranoia Agent, and the very first episode, that lead girl, oh, I can't remember, Tsumugi, was that her name or something like that? But she was a very, you know, kind of interesting character from episode 1. Kind of out of it, under a lot of pressure, etc, etc. And I just kind of wanted to know, like, who is this woman? You know, why is she like this? How is Little Slugger involved with her? Etc, etc. So, characters, that's my main thing. Who is your favorite Japanese or English voice actor? Okay, so first of all, I watch stuff mainly in English. So, basically, my favorite voice actors, I don't really have one favorite. Like, I have a lot. Like, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn's fantastic, Liam O'Brien, J. Michael Tatum, Brina Palencia, Todd Haberkorn, Stephanie Shea, Michelle Ruff. You know, I love all those actors and actresses. So yeah, I mainly watch those. Japanese voice actors and actresses now. I don't watch too many in Japanese, but I do watch some. I really like the Japanese voice actor who voices the father in Clannad. You know, I think he's absolutely fantastic. Brings a huge amount of charm to the character. And I just absolutely love the vocal performances from all the girls in Puella Magi Magico Magica. They are absolutely exceptional. So, yeah, I really do like all those. I can't name any of them. That's how unfamiliar with the Japanese voice acting I am, but I do love those performances. Favorite anime soundtrack? That's easy. Clannad. Clannad has an amazing soundtrack. In fact, it's so utterly amazing, and the series has such powerful emotions that even just hearing the music will actually start making me feel like, you know, sad, and my throat will start tightening and all that. It's crazy. That soundtrack is absolutely superb. Favorite anime song that you crank up and dance to? I don't dance to much, I will say. Although I do remember standing up for every single performance of Magia from Puella Magi Magico Magica and dancing. Obviously I can't remember how I was dancing. I was just dancing, you know, randomly, I think. But that song is absolutely amazing, and that's one that I think you could really, like, dance to. What anime song are you currently addicted to? The answer is none. Sometimes I get addicted to some anime songs and I like to play them over and over again on YouTube. But generally I only have one song at any one time that I'm addicted to, and those can vary from anime to other stuff. And currently the one that I'm constantly listening to in the background is actually Hellfire from Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is an animation but not an anime. I remember, like, if any of you guys have not done so, look up the ending song to Welcome to NHK and put it to half speed. And it's really, really awesome, I find. I really, really like that song at half speed. It sounds really, really creepy and unusual, etc, etc. So, I remember listening to that a lot, so that's probably my last anime song I was addicted to, but right now it's Hunchback of Notre Dame Hellfire. Do you buy anime merchandise? If so, what do you collect? The easiest thing to do is actually to show you guys. So we can see over here I have a Gundam model that I worked on. I have a card that I got at promotion, but that came with one of my narrative volumes. I got a couple of One Piece characters. Death Note characters, a link thing, some badges that I got in a magazine, Bleach characters, a little chain thing from One Piece, a cute little Naruto chibi kind of thing, a couple of Ghost in the Shell stuff, Madoka from Puella Magi Magico Magica in her magical girl suit, and I got this free from a friend, Chad, from Bleach. Not too keen on the character and not exactly amazing series, although I do really like the Soul Society arc. But this is a pretty cool model, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much all the merchandise I have. I don't have that much, and the reason for that is because I kind of just want to buy manga and anime instead. But every so often I kind of get the urge to just collect a bit of merchandise. After that, what is your guilty pleasure anime? That I'm not 100% sure. The thing is, I kind of feel like any anime I watch, I don't really feel guilty about. I can't think of anything that I feel like guilty watching. There's probably some. I don't know, like even High School of the Dead, like I was confident enough about that to show to my parents, so that's something. Same with Rin NZAnimeManga. I can't think of any anime that I'm ashamed to watch. Like, I will stand up for any anime that I like a lot. Animes that I'm kind of, you know, that I really like, I might, you know, be willing to concede, but whatever. So I don't really feel guilty about watching anything that I like. What anime made you cry? No anime has made me cry as of yet, but the closest is Clannad, and Clannad After Story. Because I remember my throat tightening, I remember like feeling tears begin to build up, but you know, I didn't actually cry. But that came really close. So that's the closest. I've never actually cried at a manga or an anime. Maybe one day, maybe, but I'm somewhat skeptical. But the closest is Clannad. Clannad came very close to actually making me cry. Favorite food to eat when you're having an anime marathon? I don't watch anime marathons in general. I like to pace myself. Generally, I watch 2 episodes a night, you know, just to make sure that I don't run through the anime that I have too fast, or else I'll run out and I'll have to wait a while to get some money again before, you know, ordering my next stuff. So I kind of pace myself, and generally I don't get that hungry. I eat, you know, during the meal time, so I don't really eat anything in between. But I'm an absolute addict to, you know, water. I just absolutely love to drink, you know, lemon lime water, etc., as much as I can. So I absolutely love liquids. But food, not really anything. And then finally, what anime are you currently watching now? I'm showing my parents Outlaw Star, which they're enjoying, and I'm watching Naruto Shippuden. It's the filler arc, Konoha History, is that the one? Is that the one? It's the one right after the Pain arc, and right before the Kage Summit. And filler, like, something that I noticed, which I find kind of ironic, these episodes aren't actually that badly animated. They're actually well animated in general, but one of the things that annoys me most about these fillers is the bad character designs. It's like the people who are at Studio Pierrot just cannot manage Masashi Kishimoto's art style. It's like, for some reason, it seems to bother them. Because every filler character that I've seen in those look very bad, and that's kind of crazy, actually, because you know, some of the previous filler arcs in Naruto Shippuden, like, their character designs are pretty good. Like, I can't remember her name, but she was the one who could do crystal moves or whatever. And, you know, I liked her character design, you know, I thought it was pretty good, even though she was a filler character. So I don't know why the filler character designs are so bad this time. Maybe because they only appear in like 1 or 2 episodes at a time. So I'm not really enjoying the fillers right now. I'm gonna go to the Kage Summit. I have a little bit more after that, but what I've decided then is to actually just give up on Naruto Shippuden anime. I'm gonna wait until the 3rd box set of the manga comes out. It's at the beginning of next year, and I'm just gonna buy it. I think it's volumes 49 to 72, which is great because I actually have up to 48. So once I got that, I'll have all of the Naruto. And, you know, just, you know, for example, Adam, you know, Archangel Manga, he's been telling me that he hasn't enjoyed Naruto since volume 47, and you know, I'm just gonna try it myself. You know, I enjoy Naruto. It's not the best manga series ever. It didn't even crack my top 10 shonen list, actually, but it's the first manga I bought along with Soul Eater, and one of the first anime TV series I watched knowing it was an anime. So I have a lot of nostalgia for it, and I just kind of want to finish everything and just to have an opinion on the whole series, even if it does get a bit bad at the end, you know? So anyway, that's the tag. Hopefully you guys got a good bit of information out of this. I know when I watched NZAnimeManga's video that I got a good bit of information from his video, and I'm looking forward to checking out Adam's video. He tagged, NZAnimeManga tagged Adam to do this as well, so I'll be really looking forward to seeing Adam's answers to these questions. And for people that I'm going to tag, basically anyone who wants to do this tag, watching this video, yeah, you can just do it. Send me a message or a comment, preferably a message actually. Don't comment me, now that I think about it, unless you don't include the link. If you just simply say, oh, Immortalium, I did a tag video based on your one, then, you know, that'll be cool, but don't link, because that just kind of gets a bit annoying. If you want a link, send me a message. But people that I want to specifically tag, BDT87, I want to tag him, Kaka, 8979, is that it? I always forget the numbers of that. Kaka, you know yourself. And Count Mecha, if you're watching this video, I'd love to see you do this as well. So yeah, those are the 3 people I specifically want to do, but anyone who watches this, you know, you can just mention to me, oh, I did a tag in response to your one, and I'll take a glance at it. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and bye-bye.